Hi, how are you doing? Just waking up in California. What part of California are you in? I've been up for a few hours, I guess. Santa Barbara. Oh, nice. How is it there? Is it getting chilly at all? Hoodie weather? Paradise? Yeah. Hi, Lucky Bunny. How are you? Oh, 70s. That's nice. It's like it was in the 40s when I woke up this morning. I'm just kind of making like pick a piles actually, and I'm going to ask if you guys have a question if you want to pick a pile. Thanks, Nina. I appreciate that. Well, I passed my test on the 25th. Okay. I guess these piles would be more like love related, but I can see what cards come up. A soul connection. Okay. So the first pile, I have this Archangel Metatron heart. Okay. The Kundalini snakeskin heart, or the aquamarine mermaid heart. Okay. So which pile would you like? Aquamarine. Okay. So this is about just like a soul connection, or okay. Interesting. Okay. So I just randomly made these piles, all right? So the first card I pulled, it's a Twin Flame Shadows card. It was warning, okay? So if there's something that you're feeling kind of hesitant about, I would heed that warning, because I also got chills, which is like confirmation. So if there's some kind of like intuition about not taking a chance on something, I would definitely pay attention to that, because I also got the Fool. So the Fool is someone who kind of takes chances without looking before they step or leap. And I feel like with the warning, this is saying to be careful, okay? I do see a new beginning, maybe someone offering a new beginning, but with that Fool and warning, I wouldn't be so quick to take it. The twin flame message I got is I just got caught up in the moment, okay? So they might end up doing something that they regret, like later on down the road, I don't know. But I also got nostalgia. So this could be someone from the past that you're thinking of that maybe wants to have another go around, and this is like kind of what they're gonna say. But and they're gonna come forward with like a new offering, but I feel like there's like a warning here, okay? So I'm gonna pull from this All Things Intuitive and see if I could just get a couple more messages about that. What is this warning about? Whoa, strictly sexual, okay? So if they come forward, I feel like at this time, the only thing they can handle really is like a physical relationship. So I don't know if they're necessarily looking for something long term. It could be just like strictly sexual, okay? Okay. Well, now that I already did 2 of those piles, there was only, I mean, I did 1 of those piles, there was only 1 left. So, um, Marie, if you want to choose one of these piles, Nina, that's cool. All right, so Nina, I mean, not Nina, sorry, Marie. I've got the Kundalini Snake Heart, and I've got the Archangel Metatron. Which one would you like? Second, okay. And this is a love connection, right? I didn't, the father of my kids. Okay. Awakening, 888. I still remember the good times we shared. 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups, and disillusioned. Wow. Okay. There's a lot of 8s here. New opportunities and abundance are coming your way soon, okay? 8 is also like this pivotal point before it's like, so there's 8 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, and 8 of Wands, okay? I'm just trying to, it's kind of like this transitional energy, all right? So I do have an 8 of Cups, which means that at some point, I feel like someone walked away, and I feel like they were very disillusioned about you and about the connection, about, you know, what this entailed. But I do feel like they're going through an awakening. This is very interesting. And they're realizing that you guys had a lot of good times together and you actually shared a very special bond. I still remember the good times we shared. And now they're kind of wishing, as the 9 of Cups is all about wishing for this back. So they 8 of Cups, they walked away, and now they're in the 9 of Cups of like wishing and desiring. And I feel like they're realizing that they were disillusioned and that now like they want like a new opportunity, like a new beginning with you, okay? So that's pretty cool how that all played out. I love it. Oh, sure. Dolores, perfect, because that's the only one that's left. All right. Okay. So, hey, Valbana. All right. So I've got 1111, spiritual awakening. You still hold a piece of my heart. The lone man, which is the hangman, 6 of swords, judgmental, and understanding. Okay. So I feel like this person might have been very judgmental in the past, or could have just been a very judgmental energy. As the hangman, they weren't quite like woke. So they were coming from this place of like almost like a judgmental attitude as a defense. But I feel like they're kind of recovering from this phase. They're starting to understand. They're starting to go through a spiritual awakening with this 1111. And they're realizing that you still hold a piece of their heart. Okay. So I feel like this person was very ignorant before, and as the hangman, they weren't quite like expanded in their mind, but now they're starting to have this illumination and they're starting to understand. And if you see 1111, that's also confirmation, okay? 6 of Swords is moving towards a more peaceful mentality. So in the past, they were judgmental. You could have had a lot of arguments, and they're starting to get more into their heart center of like, you're still holding a piece of their heart, okay? Cool beans. I like those pick-up piles. They worked out really well. Will I see? Thank you, Moon. I love that you called me Moon. That's really cute. Okay. I'm going to do 3 more pick-up piles because I like the way those worked. And I'm going to do them with the same exact cards and the same exact hearts and the same exact messages. So you guys have to remember which one you like so you can... No, I'm just kidding. Why would I do that? I'm just being silly. That would be ridiculous. Or so you guys who have already been in the chat could already know the cards, and then when people come in, they won't know, and you could watch and see which piles they picked. That is such a Scorpio moon thing for me to say. My moon's in Scorpio. And, you know, I didn't even know that there was a new moon in Scorpio coming up. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, does it get any more intense around here? That's going to be next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. So hold on tight, guys, because Scorpio... Oh, your son's in Scorpio? Yeah, yeah. Scorpio is freaking relentless, man. I would never wish a Scorpio placement on my worst enemy. Actually, I would, maybe, because I'm a Scorpio. Oh, my Venus is in Scorpio, too. Oh, I'm sorry, Lotus. I understand. It's, like, been a very weird I feel like the energy, like, everywhere I go, I'm like I mean, I'm an empathic person, so I always notice this, but I'm just seeing a lot of suffering and like hearing a lot of suffering around me, like on the streets, like just people like in frantic hysteria, you know? Oh, really? Okay. So I'm gonna make these piles. Hey, sun. Someone said, "Hey, moon," and now I'm saying, "Hey, sun." How cute the way it works out. Oh, how is she? How's your Scorpio moon mom? Is she intense? Investigators, yeah, we are. I can imagine as a mother too. I'm not a mom, but like that energy. Um, mm-mm. I appreciate you guys joining me on a Saturday morning. I actually don't even know what time it is here. 11-ish? Maybe it's 11:11. Very. She's watching the crime channel in the next room as we speak. That's funny. You know, but I do like, you know, the occult and the underground stuff, but I gotta really like censor myself with that because like we get so deep into stuff and it gets like and we like feel the energy and we can tap into those energies so it gets too like it just gets it gets too much. Oh, thank you, Nina. I appreciate you guys really seriously. It's been a very hard week for me and this like brings light to my life. So I was charging for readings earlier just because I didn't think I had the energy and I thought that energy exchange would help, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pop on. Is that a Scorpio moon placement is even more of a oh yeah, totally. Scorpio moon placement's like so intense. Okay. It's more than a sun. I feel like our moons are so much usually more powerful than our suns, depending on, I guess, your sun and your moon. But all right, you know what? I'm going to do the bigger rocks here, okay? So I've got this mermaid organite, which I'm going to put on the first one. The second one is going to be my personal favorite, which is my personally made one, which has a green fuchsite and citrine here. And then this is the Under the Moon. Thank you, Nina. I appreciate it. Under the Moon. That's so cool. Yes, this is pick a card. Under the Moon and Stars Organite. All right. So, whoever picks first is going to eliminate one of them. So, whoever wants, I pick Under the Moon. Okay, Lotus, you got it. All right, Lotus. We've got the Star, so there's some Aquarius energy, a Knight of Cups, which is a Pisces. We've got She Who Instigates, which is, her name is Regina on here, but leadership, provocation, and power. So it's like a very powerful woman, almost like a Scorpio type energy. But She Who Instigates. So you kind of like stir the pot maybe a little bit, but it could be you or it could be someone else and you're Regina George. Yeah, exactly. We've got chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. I definitely feel with the Knight of Cups and the chemistry that this person feels very strong romantic feeling towards you, okay? Misguided and guarded are the two twin flame shadows. So I feel like this person is very guarded because for some reason they're like not like they're not in touch with like the reality of the situation, okay? And then I've got serenity, tranquility, and blue, and starfish, safe passage. This is very interesting because the star and the starfish, and they're both saying like a safer healing path, okay? The star is all about healing, and then the starfish. That's so cool that I got that. And then what's interesting is I got Knight of Cups, which is a water sign, and I got blue, which is water. So serenity, tranquility. So I do feel like if there's someone you're thinking about, I feel like they're safe. There's chemistry here. The starfish though, I know, I love that. I feel like in the past they might have been guarded and misguided, but I feel like that is like on its way to healing. I feel like you might be guarded a little bit, and you kind of instigate things to kind of see if like you can trust them. Um, and this comes from this like place of maybe like not trusting people, and sometimes it's like accurate, but sometimes it's not. So I feel like it's a little misguided, but know that the chemistry is mutual here. This person has romantic feelings towards you. It could be an Aquarius, or it could just be a healing situation, a very healing, safe, peaceful situation that you can enter. Okay. There's also a butterfly on this guarded. So, yeah, very scorpionic thing. So I feel like this is, it could be a transformational situation too. This is Regina. She's a little more angelic, I guess, than Regina George, but could be dealing with a Scorpio or Cancer as well, but he has an Aqua rising. Interesting. Yeah. And this Knight of Cups though, he's like kind of serious, so he's pretty intense. So I feel like he could definitely be a Scorpio. This could be you as well, but thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So that was the first pile. We've got two left. So we've had the heart, the fuchsite one, and the number 2, flower power. Okay. You got it. All right. We've got Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, She Who Persists, perspective, defiant and persistent, strictly sexual, secondary, unavailable. Wow. Horns, dominance. There's two like dominant, defiant energies here in service. Every time I see this, it's not really related to tarot, but I think of Virgo because that's like the tarot, the sign of service. And then I also have a Page of Pentacles. So it definitely could be an earth sign in this energy. I feel like this situation is a little unstable with the Wheel of Fortune, because that's also Sagittarius. I got strictly sexual. I feel like this person could have someone else with secondary and unavailable, okay? So I feel like that's why they might be keeping it strictly sexual. I also feel like with dominant, there's definitely like an earth sign energy here because this is like a bull, so, or, yeah. Not, what am I thinking? A buffalo or a bison? But anyways, it's kind of like a Taurus energy to me. And then with the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you might be very persistent with someone, but they might be unavailable. And it might be because there's someone else with the secondary. There could be a Virgo in the situation. And they could just be strictly sexual right now. But with the Wheel of Fortune, I also feel like there's this opportunity at any time for things to change. All right. So what it is right now might not always be what it will be, but that's kind of the energy where we're at. And Jocelyn was the name of this persistent woman, okay? All right, I have one pile left. You guys can choose it, or I can do 3 more piles if there's someone that felt called to the Mermaid Organite pile. If you feel like maybe this has a message for you. You're welcome. Does that resonate? Hopefully it does. Thanks, Lotus. Who's talking about sex? Yeah. Earth sign or? I know sometimes I feel like that too, and I do go to other people's readings. Claiming the Mermaid. Okay, Carrie Bradshaw. Let's see what we got. Got Strength. We got a Leo energy. We've got the High Priest, which is Hierophant, I believe, in this deck. I have to double check. So we've got Leo, Taurus, She Who Thrives, Flourish, Prosper, and Blossom. So this is someone who not only survives, but thrives the situation, is doing really well, and has that strength here. You and this person are on different pages, okay? You could post your question, but I think for right now, I'm sticking with pick a pile. So when you do your question, you could pick a pile and see which one works for you. There's someone in this situation that's kind of vengeful, and is a sellout. Thank you, K2. All right. So interesting. And then I got snake. Wow. Yeah, this is like kind of like a snakish energy and feathers protection. So I feel like even if there is someone that you can't trust, there's like still protection around here if you're seeing feathers especially. Could be a Leo, could be a Taurus. I feel like you and this person though are on different pages like it's saying. I just want to make sure the high priest here. It's so weird how I have to like translate this. I should have this book just sitting here. Yeah, that's the Hierophant. So this could be someone that's very kind of like rigid and like controlling as well. I don't know, with that forbidden, I feel like there could be someone that's married that you're trying to pursue and it's saying don't do that because um this person will end up selling you out for the person that they're with because you're on different pages, okay? So I don't get a good feeling about this situation, all right? I don't know if I feel strength is also saying to resist it, even though you're tempted to, tempted by that snake in the forest or whatever, the Adam and Eve thing, just to kind of resist it. And that if you are able to yeah, if you're able if you're able to resist it, I do feel like you're going to thrive in other areas, okay? So I do feel like this is sort of like a test, all right? And if you're doing something to get back at someone, I think it will end up backfiring on you. So that's the message I have for you. Hopefully that resonated, although it's not the best thing to resonate, okay? All right, I'm going to do 3 more piles. It's hard keeping all my piles here together, okay? How's everyone doing on this lovely Saturday morning? Hey, Lionheart. Okay. All right, I'm going to use a couple of different decks here. So, what was the, okay. So I'm doing, on your 3rd cup of coffee, I'm a huge coffee drinker as well, but lately I'm like having to like scale back on all of my vices like that. Yeah, I understand that totally. Oh no, I'm only doing one of those. Okay, I got my piles going. Okay, so the first pile is going to be like a root chakra heart, has carnelian and red jasper in it. It's very grounding. And then the second pile is going to be my rondadite. I think that's how you pronounce it. ball. And then the third pile is going to be an elefante, okay? So whoever, Cornelian, okay. Flower power, just, I would say wait and see if there's other people that had a question. And then J Mac picked the elephant, okay. All right, so I'm gonna do the Carnelian right now, right? For some reason, I knew these cards were gonna pop up in one of these piles. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Okay. This is crazy. I'm sorry that I'm getting so excited over this pile because I don't want anyone else to feel bad about their pile. But so the first card I got was Four of Wands. I definitely feel like this is like a twin flame soulmate situation. I feel like this person left you out in the cold and they have regret. So I got regret. Yeah, it's really good for root and sacral. Five of Pentacles and regret. So they regret what they did. They feel like your potential soulmate, twin flame. I miss the feel of you next to me. And they're receiving signs. I got signs and received. All right. So I definitely feel like this person is like sitting in a lot of sadness now. They left you out in the cold, but now they're kind of feeling that Five of Pentacles energy. They're wishing for a reunion. They miss you. Okay. And I feel like they've been receiving a lot of signs lately, and maybe you have too. So to trust those signs, because this is confirmation. Okay. So that's pretty cool and self-explanatory. Hopefully that resonates. And then Jay chose the elephant. True love. Yeah, so cute. You're welcome, Lionheart. And then K2 chose 2. All right, so here's the elephant one. I'm just like holding that elephant. All right, solitude, conclusion. It all comes down to timing. Put away the computer, hermit, and 5 of swords. Wow. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of like independent energy here, but even on the border of like kind of selfish, but also an energy to like retreat into yourself and go and find the answers within yourself. Everything here is about like I can't even believe it that I got hermit and solitude. I don't know if there's a Virgo in your life. Put away the computer. So this means like stop working, but also stop like looking at social media and stop trying to like find answers from things you see online because it's all kind of like an illusion. Go inside yourself, and I feel like that's where you're gonna find the conclusion. Okay, I feel like having this patience to know that it all comes down to divine timing. And 5 of swords is like, I feel like this person you were dealing with was maybe very like self-interested, or it's time for you to be more self-interested. Okay, and become that hermit that's kind of like on this like solo solitude journey. All those cards were very succinct. So it wasn't too much of a romantic message, but I do feel like it was like a big self-care message, okay? Hopefully, Jay, that resonated with you. Oh, you do? Wow. So yeah, where's your Virgo placement? Marie, did you pick a deck before? I feel like I answered a deck for you, but I don't remember. Venus. Okay, that's pretty significant. All right, so, and then K2 or yeah, K2 I think was this pile. I'm gonna have to do more decks because I already, this is the third one. Got Judgment, the World, wow. Scorpio and Capricorn energy here. Decision, yeah, with Judgment and Decision. I definitely feel like there's gonna be this like pivotal point that a decision needs to be made. That's okay. Trying to think of what I want to say. Pause and soulmate. Wow. And the world. Okay. This is crazy as well. I just can't even believe when I do these piles how much they come together. So I'm trying to think of what I want to say is also kind of related to pause, all right? So I feel like, and it's time to make a decision about this relationship. So I feel like this person is like really taking a lot of time, and like whatever they decide is going to be like a final judgment call, okay? I do feel like this cycle is nearing its end, so whatever it is, I do feel like there's a soulmate here. So I feel like this person is taking the situation very seriously. They know this is a huge decision. They're really not impulsively coming towards you. They know that whatever they decide is going to be like a make or break for this situation. And it's going to like really affect your entire world, like both of you. So it's going to change their world. It's going to change yours. And it's going to be like the end of something and the beginning of something else. All right. So, also, this is maybe urging you to take a pause before you make a certain situation and like to kind of get in touch with who you feel like is your soulmate, okay? And making that wise decision. So that's pretty cool. Have I really been on here for 30 minutes already? Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. K2, hopefully you got that message and it resonated with you. Thanks, Nina. Left you for dead. Oh, man. Okay, so... Huh. Lionheart, I love all those moons you sent me. Oh, that's good. All right, did anyone have a question? Happily ever after, what was your question? That's really cool, Nina. I want to know what's coming for me and my boyfriend in November. Hey, Shaya. Okay. Shaya, what's coming for you and your boyfriend in November? I feel like there's going to be some like love offering for sure. There was a Page of Cups, then an Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. It might come slow, but there is going to be communication that he really tells you how he feels, and he's very emotional and passionate towards you. I've got a Page of Cups and an Ace of Cups. I don't know if he is a Pisces, but or a Virgo here with the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like he's a very slow moving person, but once he makes that decision, he is going to really communicate to you his feelings, okay? Cool beans. All right, I wanted to stick to my pick-a pile. Will my ex-husband and I get together? Okay, I'll answer that. Then I'm going to go back to pick-a piles. Carol, will your ex-husband and you get back together? Thank you, Happily Ever After. I have the Fool. I feel like there's going to be a new beginning. I feel like he wants to take a chance, but he's a little nervous. I definitely feel like he still has strong feelings for you with the Knight of Cups. And I definitely feel like he still watches a lot of things you do. He tries to get a lot of information about you. It might be on the down low, but I definitely feel like he is trying to get information, but he's a little bit guarded about it. But he also does want a new beginning with the Fool, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Cups. I don't know if he's a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But he's definitely talks a lot about this situation too, I feel like. Hey, sweetie pie. Pulling from Twin Flame Messages Volume 2 and just see what other messages. I don't think I can take your reaction right now. I care too much what others think. I'm working towards a better future. Yeah, I feel like he's trying to keep his stability, and that's important to him. I also feel like maybe there were a lot of people that had a lot of things to say about your breakup and or your divorce or whatever, and that he's too worried about that. He also is a little worried about like what other people think, but also how you're gonna react. So there's definitely like a worried, doubtful kind of energy here, okay? Right. He's a Pisces. Yeah, the Knight of Cups is a Pisces, so that's the one I got. Sure, sweetie pie, what was your question? Do you see any changes coming in November for me? Okay, let's see. I've got Cupid here. Cupid's coming for you in November, so that's a good sign. Cupid, throw back your bone. I feel like it's gonna be I said bone. You're welcome. I think it's gonna be a very safe situation. If there is a love coming, I have safety, light, purity, and peace here. I feel like this is a very lighthearted situation and protection. Yeah, there's a lot about safety. So, also I feel like you might be someone who's very kind of like nervous about love or opening your heart up, but I feel like it's okay to I feel like this is like saying it's a go ahead for this person. If there is someone, I've got seashell protection, white light, peaceful dove, okay, and then love and desire, Cupid. All right. So don't be nervous. Be hopeful and be positive about it, okay? Because I feel like it's really good. Will Martin reach out in the near future? Okay. Let's see. Thank you, sweetie pie. Okay. Will Martin reach out in the near future? Is Martin like a Leo by any chance, or is there Leo in this dynamic? Got an inner child, like a childlike energy. Okay, mask. Okay. Um, I'm not sure, I'm getting kind of a mixed message. I feel like Martin is stuck, like with the stuck card. He might be stuck in how other people view him or like keeping this false persona. I feel like in order for him to reach out, there's two suns here, okay? So that's kind of also why I got the Leo energy. I do feel like there's going to be brighter times ahead, but he has to do some inner child work, and you might have to as well, for you guys to really connect on this true authentic level, because I don't think he's really in touch with himself with this mask, and I feel like he's very stuck in what he thinks others should be for him, and he maybe have been like that for a long time. So I feel like in order for him to come forward, he really has to get in touch with um who he sorry, I got distracted, with who he really is inside, okay? All right, guys. I'm gonna pop off. I need to get some water. I'm very parched. And when I get back on, I'm gonna stick to the pick a pile thing because that was kind of working for me right now. So I'll see you guys soon, okay? I'll be on shortly.